robots must have a value system. They must understand what is important, what is precious. If a robot does not have that ability, we're in deep trouble.
A husband and wife team out of Springfield, Connecticut, have already created a robot that can make his own decisions about what's right or wrong.
Hello.
Meet Now, spelled N-A-O, a toddler-sized robot with tactile and visual sensors, vocal ability, and a full range of motion. He can even tell a good story.
In the great city of Paris, the cardinal is flat.
Now may look like a cute toy, but thanks to computer scientist Michael Anderson and his wife, philosophy professor Susan Anderson, Now is also mastering ethics.
Any interaction between a robot and a human has an ethical dimension to it.
When you do incorporate an ethical dimension to these robots, all of a sudden it opens up horizons you wouldn't see before. You wouldn't mind having them sit there with your elderly grandfather.
As humans, ethics rule our legal and medical systems and define our moral compass. Science fiction author Isaac Asimov famously wrote the 3 laws of robotics, rules that might one day govern their conduct.
The first rule was that robots will not harm another human being. The second rule is that they will obey human beings. And the third rule was that they're going to protect themselves.
But the Andersons have programmed Now with a different philosophy, one that allows him first to weigh all the options in a given situation and then choose how to act.
This involves being able to recognize ethical features of ethical dilemmas such as harm, benefit.
Right, try.
To demonstrate this, they give Now a task: get a prescription from the doctor and administer it to Susan at the appropriate time.
Now, please take this aspirin to Susan.
But he encounters a dilemma.
Time for your medication, Susan.
No. No.
Based on what he knows about Susan, Now weighs the pros and the cons of letting her forego the medicine.
Don't look at me like that now.
He does this by navigating a series of true-false statements, like a flowchart.
How much harm could be caused if the patient doesn't take the medication? How long it would take for these effects? Is the patient being unduly influenced by others around him or her?
He makes his decision.
Okay, I will remind you later.
Then follows through with his promise.
Time for your medication, Susan.
Thank you,
are
Now.
welcome.
Thank you, Now.